this is Chad from workshoppress.co.uk. I'm going to give a little rundown on the Profi-Press from RHTC PPCM-50 C-Frame Press. Bear with me, I'm doing this on my own, so it might be a little shaky, but it should convey to you what the features are of the machine. The PPCM-50 is a C-frame press from RHTC with 50 tons of pressure. It has photo cells for safety features, so if you're using it in operational mode and that the barrier is broken, the press stops dead and you have to reset it. These side curtains come open with these knobs, so during manual mode you can set up your dies, your jigs, your fixtures, whatever you may have. There's two knobs on these sides. This side also. There's a foot pedal operation. One foot pedal is for the down function and the other foot pedal is for the up function. The down function is primarily used in automatic and semi-automatic mode, whereas the up one is used in the manual mode for setting your tools up and other similar operations. There's a nice big pressure manometer up there to see what kind of tonnage you will be experiencing. There's a pressure adjustment valve on the back there. And then here's your control panel. There's two operation modes: maintenance, which is M&T, and then you have the operation mode, which is when you're doing production work. There's three different modes. In the operation mode, you have the semi-automatic, the manual, and the automatic modes. Manual mode is usable in both the maintenance and operation mode, whereas the semi-auto and the auto are only used in the operational mode. So if you're going to set up the machine, you would put it into maintenance mode. Then your reset button will start blinking, and you have to hit that in order to fire up the machine, and you turn on the pump and press on the right hand foot pedal to move the press down. And this overall, if you take your foot off, it'll stop. And this stroke is being controlled by these two micro switches here, which are adjustable just by a thumb screw. Simple as that. When you're standing on it in the manual mode and it hits the bottom micro switch, it'll stop. Then, now my foot's off, I have to take it back up and it'll go up until it hits the other micro switch on the top side. During this mode, you can have the side curtains open and you can break the photoscopic eyes and nothing will happen. This mode's meant for setting up your tools, dies, jigs, and fixtures, as I've said a few times now. You can then move it into operation mode, and your light will start blinking because you need to reset it, but the idea is that you remove the key and take and lock it away in the foreman's office. You hit the reset button. So now we're in manual mode. And manual mode, in the operator's mode, you only need to use one pedal. And now you can see it's moving a lot quicker. And when it hits the bottom, it'll pause. And now I have to, because it's in manual mode, but in operational mode, I have to hit the right-hand foot pedal and it'll return. But you can see I just broke the plane with my hand. It stopped dead, and that is for both directions. I have to go back over here and reset the press. And then I can then go either direction, I believe. But if I see, I put my hand in again in the downward direction, the light is blinking again for reset. So then I'll return it to the top. It'll go until it hits the top micro switch. Right. So then I'm going to put it into semi-automatic mode. And basically with this mode, what happens is I'll step on the right-hand pedal and it'll go down until it hits the bottom micro switch, pause, and return. But if I take my foot off during the operation, it stops. But when it hits the bottom, it will automatically return. Okay, and then the next one is automatic mode. And basically with this, it's very similar to the semi-automatic mode, but you only need to step on the pedal one time. And it returns. So I'll step on the pedal again. You can see the light engages on top to show that it's in operation, and it returns. Machine now in manual mode and in the operation button on manual also. So this allows me to set it up, and what I'm going to demonstrate here is the full stroke of the machine. I have the two knobs set very close together. And this is moving very slow because we are in the manual setup mode. And the light's blinking up on top. Letting everybody know that it's moving, that the slide plate is moving. And then I'll hit the up pedal, and it returns at a much quicker speed. So what I'm going to do here is take it all the way back down to the bottom. And I'm going to adjust this top knob pretty well far up there. So we just have a shorter stroke. See what happens here. Okay, so that's the stroke I established by, I'm going to, this is a bit shaky, I know, but okay, so now I'm going to go flop it back over into automatic mode. And I'm going to have to hit the reset button here. I'll take the key out to demonstrate, and I will put it into semi-automatic mode now. And you can see the shorter stroke. And all I'm doing is each time stepping on the right-hand pedal. But I have to keep my foot on the pedal. When I take my foot off, it stops until it hits the bottom, then it'll return automatically. So if I go put it over into automatic mode on the operation button, we'll see what happens now. All I have to do now is depress the right-hand foot pedal. And it'll cycle each time you step on the right-hand foot pedal. And when the slide plate is moving, that light comes on. So just to give an example here, I'm going to move in a little closer. I'll step on the foot pedal, stick my hand in there, it stops dead. Now I got to come over here and hit the reset button. And I'll step on the pedal once again. And that's pretty much it for the programming of the machine as far as what mode it's operating in and its functionality. Here you can turn off the pump. It has two E-stops, a main switch, and I think I said it before, but you can control your pressure up there on that pressure control valve. So you can dial into very low pressure up to 50 tons, and you can see the warning display signs, everything else on that. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.